Hey, it's great to see you. This video is going to be a response towards all the negative comments that I've read online while I was doing research for Trikes. Here's my response. Well, stay to the end and you will see a beautiful three-wheel motorcycle with description and all. Let's ride. So I was doing some research on riding three-wheel motorcycles, Trikes, so I can provide some content for you. And during my research, I found some negative comments, and I believe were the people's opinion, and that's fine. You know, I respect that. But some of those comments, I was like, no, and I didn't agree with them, and I'm going to tell you why I don't agree with them. One of the comments was that Trikes, three-wheel motorcycles, are for people who are scared to lean. I don't know about you, but I'm not afraid to lean. I had a two-wheel motorcycle for a long time, and I rode it until I decided to get a three-wheel motorcycle, which is what I have right now. And I'm sure that a lot of people that get into three-wheel motorcycles, regardless of the name brand, they're not afraid to lean either. They're just out there enjoying themselves. That's all it is. Another comment was that real bikers don't respect Trikes. And that may be so, but I'm telling you, I've ridden my trike across America through a lot of places, a lot of destinations, up the East Coast and so forth, and I have never heard a negative comment about my beautiful trike. Now, they may have kept that opinion to themselves, and that's fine, but I've never heard a negative comment. And I've heard people say that, you know, it's a nice bike, but they would never ride one, and that's okay. I mean, that's fine, but to say that the biker community does not respect Trikes, I don't know what biker community you're hanging out with, but the ones that I've seen, they respect all riders, regardless of what they have between their legs. Another negative comment was that Trikes are for people with handicaps. What? Okay, so this is the wheelchair for people with handicaps? I don't think so. There's a lot of young people out there getting into three-wheel motorcycles, especially the Can-Ams and so forth, because those bikes, you know, they're cool for them. They like the adventure. They like to get out in the open, and they like to ride. They're not handicapped. They just enjoy riding. Now, to say that this is only for people with handicap, no, I totally disagree with that one. I mean, I'm sure there are people that have some limited mobility that go from two wheels to Trikes, and there are people that are getting older and they go from two wheels to Trikes, and that's fine. But three-wheelers are not only for people with handicaps. Young people ride three-wheelers, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. One of the comments that I read was that if you are a healthy rider with no handicaps and you're riding a three-wheeler, that you get no respect whatsoever. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Sandman here will give you all the respect in the world. As long as your knees are in the wind and you're out there riding and enjoying the exposure of what a motorcycle gives you, the thrill that it gives you, whether it's a two-wheeler, a three-wheeler, or whatever. If you're out there enjoying yourself, you get my respect. There are people that are brand specific, you know what I'm saying? And they say, if you don't ride this brand of motorcycle, that you're not a real biker or whatever. I'm not brand specific. I just like riding, period. And some people refuse to give the respect sign to some of the riders out there because of whatever bike they ride. I'm gonna tell you, I give the respect sign to people on scooters because they're out there on the road facing the same hazards that I'm facing, you know, and they're out in the wind. That's all that matters. They're out in the wind. Go, ride. Another negative comment was that you lose freedom. What freedom? From doing what? You're riding. You're out in the open road. You're not being restrained or constrained or held back. You're riding. No matter what you ride, two-wheeler, three-wheeler, what are those? The slingshots, the Can-Ams, the Harley-Davidson. It doesn't matter. You're out in the wind and you're riding, period. You don't lose any freedom whatsoever. Now, you do not have the same ability as a two-wheeler. A two-wheeler leans, you know, and cuts through those curves and twisties real nice. Now, a trike or a three-wheeler can't do the same thing a two-wheeler does, and it should. But the thrill is still there. So I don't know what freedom you're losing. Another one that was said was that trike is a motorcycle with training wheels, and that may be so. Some people that are intimidated by a two-wheel motorcycle, they get into motorcycling by buying a three-wheeler. It's more stable for them, and they get to enjoy the freedom of the open road. That's all it is. I tell my friends, this is a big wheel for grown-ups. You remember the big wheel when we were kids, and you pull on that brake lever and you spun around? This is what this is for grown-ups. I don't care, man. I don't care what people think. I ride what I want. And the last comment that I would respond to is some people say that they don't see what the fun is of riding a trike. Well, fun is very subjective. Fun for you may be riding down the road 100 miles an hour with your hair on fire. That's fine, man. Knock yourself out. Fun for me is different than fun for you. So let me have my fun, let other people have their fun, and who cares what anybody else thinks? And like I always say, let's ride. Hey, I almost forgot. If you like these kind of videos, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and don't forget to click on that notification bell so you get notified of our upcoming videos.